Last man is here. What's good, bro? How you doing? Who cares? Music is real loud today. Doing good. It is? Bro, how? I didn't change anything in the music. Give me a sec though. Alright, let's see here. Dang, you can hardly hear me. We can hear the music. What's good, bro? Does it sound better now that we switched to this scene? All right, yeah, I think I have the intro to be a little bit different. So maybe that's why it wasn't sounding as loud. But how you doing, man? How was your week? How has your week been so far? What you been up to? You know, my week, I don't want to complain. So what I'm going to say is it's been pretty busy, and being busy is a good thing, right? Because I have a job. But yeah, we here, you know, I have an APK ready if somebody want to try it out, the Android app. But we actually need to announce that, don't we? And I don't know if you've noticed, but over these past couple of streams, my voice has kind of been leaving. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Too much stress. It might be too much stress, bro. I mean, don't get me, bro. It has been pretty. Look, like don't let me go down this path. Let me not go down this path, because, like I said, I don't want to complain. I do not want to complain. But yeah, I feel like I've been under a lot of pressure lately, and I don't know how to get out of it. To be honest, I don't know how to get out of it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pondering on it, and I'm, we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna leave it there. Hey, el más odiado. Let me ask a question. Who cares? Do you know of a website that I could use? That I can use where yo, what's up? You could clip. How is it going, my guy? Doing all right over there? Yeah, do you know of a website where I can host the APK so just people can download the game and try it out on mobile? How you doing? You could clip, my guy. What's up? Or my gal? What you got going on today? I don't know if, thank you for stopping by and, saying hi in the chat. Just so you know a little bit about myself, I am a Android or a mobile developer, rather. I build mobile applications for Android, iOS using something called Kotlin Multiplatform. And I also build games using something called Godot. So if that's your type of a thing that you want, and you want just a chill vibe, man, you came from the right spot. Where am I from? You need to take a guess. You can't just ask it like that. I want you to take a guess. You got to play a game, man. Where you think I'm from? You've been really stressed too, man. Trying your best not to overthink things. Got you. Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm in the same boat, bro. I'm trying not to overthink things and just worry about the things I can control and go from there. Would just be your own site, right? Just have them click on a button on your site, which does straight download it and should prompt mobile UI. I mean, yeah, I guess I could do that. That'll probably be the easiest thing to just host it on my server. But I'm using Vercel. And Vercel is used through GitHub pages, so I'm not sure, bro. Oh, you're from Indonesia. Dope. Dope. So, my first boss, he was from Jakarta. And I think that is in Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken. And a really, really, really good engineer, like probably one of the smartest people I know or knew. Just based on how young he was and how much he achieved in that time, he basically quit his job and he moved back to Indonesia. Super cool dude. Oh, otherwise that would be an issue. I run my shit through VPS. I got you, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How can I host this APK for people to download? Free file hoster. Is that a thing? You could clip. You be safe, my guy. Thank you for stopping by. You be safe. You could clip. You could clip. He came and left. Super simple file sharing. Oh, thank you, my guy. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, if you like me enough to hit the subscribe button, do it, my guy. I thank you. Appreciate it. Feel free to drop by anytime and just if you want to chat. Upload as many files as you like. Okay, I need to definitely show y'all what I'm doing. Let's start with that. Okay. So, yeah. Do you think is file IO safe? I mean, I don't care, to be honest. I don't care if somebody steals my APK to be. Yeah, okay. Let me try and upload this on the side. I know. When I saw LimeWire, bro, my head, my lights blink up, bro. Because LimeWire old school. Appreciate it, Yuka, if you do subscribe, my guy. You know, and just to answer your question before you leave, I am from South America, a country called Colombia, and grew up and raised there, but now I live in the United States. So pleasure to meet you, Yuka Clip. Thank you for stopping by, my guy, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. What's up, Twinkie? How you doing, bro? Yo, Twinkie, do you have a Android app or Android device? Anybody who has an Android device, can you help me out? You don't? F you too, man. Gotta get rid of that gum. All good if you don't. I'm about to upload this file here and let me just see here. If anybody wants to just try out the game, we're gonna put this link up here. Where's games? Where's Nova Breaker? Oh my gosh, here we go. And for those of you who don't know what we're looking at, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Let me show y'all real quick. Bro, it's not detecting my device? What? All right, let's try to pair using Wi-Fi. Okay, let's try to pair using Wi-Fi. Okay, can I share this link? All right, here we go. Okay, let's do that and let's spin it. All right, cool. To answer your question, just been busy putting in my steps. Also did 50 push-ups on Tuesday. Let's go, my guy. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Twinkie, man, what you got going on today, bro? Oh, you could clip this subscribe. I appreciate that, my guy, over there on YouTube. Here, let's look for USB debugging, wireless debugging. Turn this on. We gotta pair it. Okay. You can't see the QR code or what? Okay, let's do the parent code. Por favor. We need this to be up and running. Perdedor. Just building? What are you building, bro? I haven't heard what you've been building in a minute. You haven't, like, I know you have the Reacher website, which, by the way, I just realized, bro, and I got actually super happy when I realized this. I didn't see season 2 or season 3 of Reacher. I only saw season 1. So yeah. I know. I told myself the same thing. I was like, what? How did I miss that? Hey, y'all let me know if the text is too small. Let me know if the text is too small. Man, get out of here with that freaking John 2.0. 1 is the best. I mean, I think number 2 so far has been pretty good, actually. Number 1 was good, but I just can't take this man seriously for some reason. PWA, progressive web app. What are you building for your progressive web app? Let's see here. What is best app I can emulate on Android on Mac? So I don't think there's like an app you can get, or at least that I know of, that you can get to emulate Android. I think your best bet, just go to here. Let's see, bro. What's going on here, man? Just go to Android. Just Google Android Studio. You download Android Studio, install it, and when you install it, you can then go. There's this button right here. You can hardly see it, but here, let me drag it over here so you can see it. You can go in this button right here, and then you can create your own emulator if you want, and then you can access it however you want. So I think that would be the best way, in my opinion, or the quickest way that I know of. But I might be wrong. There might be something else out there that I don't know of. Can I? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I can access Web through it. Yeah, bro. See? OpenAI, ChatGPT. Ooh. What is this? Yeah, this is accessing the web. OpenAI, ChatGPT 5.1 Codex. You know, I've been using Codex a lot lately, and to be honest, I'm pretty happy with the results for Codex. More so than Cursor. More so than Claude. So yeah. Oh, BlueStacks. You're right. Heck, you're right. BlueStacks. Yeah. I forgot about BlueStacks. But does BlueStacks actually install a Android emulator, or is it just like a interface that you can install games in? What's this? This looks cool, Cyber Hunter. See, I mean, these idle games, bro, I can't do these idle games. I tried, I can't. Bet, I'll check it out. Yeah, I think BlueStacks is only for I mean, I don't want to I don't want to tell you wrong. I haven't really used BlueStacks in a while, so I don't know. Yo, I'm not gaming today. I mean, maybe if y'all convince me, I'll definitely game. But if not, I mean, I do have my APK. If you want to try it out, Illustrator, if you have an Android device, I have a link there that's pinned. And oh shoot, what's up, Rob? Hey, my bad, bro. I didn't see the YouTube chat down there is a little small, bro. What's good, man? Yo, Rob, if you want to, if you're still there, and you want to check out my game, you can download it through that and just install it on your Android device. I know you use Android, so you can install it on your Android device. It's a weird little game, but how you been, bro? What you been up to? What is Editor? Can I Google that? What is Editor? I don't know what that is, bro. Just FYI, I'm using Python for my deck counter app for Streamlabs. Yo, that's what you get. Who cares? You're using Python. Let's check out Twinkie's website though. Let's see here. Quickly capture, organize, and recall people you've met. Optimize for speed and minimal friction. Bro, this is definitely AI. AI definitely. I'm not hating, bro. I'm not hating. The only reason why I know that's AI, bro, check this out. This is the only reason I know why, bro. This is the only reason I know why this is AI. Because they all have the same freaking gradient with purple and blue. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Rob, what you up to, man? How you been? People management. So this is just for you to manage the people you've met? I don't want to put my email right now, bro. Let's see. Fake plus test email at example.com. Let's see if this works. All right, let's see here. Enter my password. QWER1234. QWER1234. Now y'all know my password. What's up, Eduardo? Dímelo, pana. ¿Cómo estás? Nah, not that Rob, Twinkie. That is a different Rob that I know. Not the Rob that we play with. Ignore the team. What's up? No, Dr. Dre Detox. Hold on. What you mean, Dr. Dre Detox? No Mit? Like Mit of Wukong? By the way, that's Who Cares YouTube's game. Mit of Wukong. Eloy clicks and reveals his email immediately. I mean, my email is public knowledge. So I'm okay with that email, I think. Bro. Let me just go to login. Oh my gosh, what was it? Was it fake test email? Is that what it was? Example.com? I forgot what it was, bro. Oh man, I forgot my email. Fail. Yeah, my bad, Twinkie. You said to what? Use DevTools and emulate on device. Okay. Cool. I mean, bro, do you have a fake email and password that you can provide so we can test it out, or demo one? Yeah, I just tried to make an account, but I forgot my password. I forgot the email. Oh, fake test email at example. Okay, no, that's not it. Yeah, I forgot my email, bro. Let me know what you think. Illustrator, look, the game has a lot of bugs. It has a lot of bugs. There's a lot of bugs that I know of. But feel free to just, Bro, let's just make a quick Google form, bro. Actually, what's the best way to do this? I'm gonna make a post in Discord. Let me make a post in Discord. Making a thread. Check out Nova. Have an Android device. Wanna check out an alpha version? Check out my game. Here we go. Desplegaste en la Play Store. ¿Cómo así, mi brother? La palabra desplegaste no sé, ni sé qué significa ahora. Desplegaste. You unfolded, you spread out, you deployed. ¿Cuál? ¿El juego que estoy haciendo? No, todavía no. Oh, I could scroll back on the screen. That's on the stream. That's true. Can somebody do that for me though? Because I gotta try and find it. Where is it at? Yeah, it's fake test at email. Fake plus test at email example.com. That's what I did. Yeah. Fake plus test _ email at example.com. That's it. Fake. Yep. That's exactly right. And then yeah. Oh, it says it hasn't been confirmed. Do I need to confirm the email, Twinkie? Yeah, it's saying I have to confirm the email. I'm sorry, bro. I don't think I'm gonna take a look at it right now, fam. Sorry, let me just bro, if you have an account that I could use to demo it, please let me know. No, solo saqué una app. Saqué una app, el de para los bebés. Ya estoy casi listo para soltar este segundo app. Y pues ahorita mismo lo que tengo es un enlace y si quieres chequearlo, tengo un enlace para el juego. And actually, let me show y'all what is it. If you want to test out the game, for those of you who don't remember, this is what the game kind of looks like. So let me go ahead and install it actually. I don't even have it installed here. Yeah. So where's ADB? No. ADB install. And then let me see here. Where is my folder? And Rogue Block Breaker. Not that, bro. Come on. Frozier. Volumes. Okay. Frozier. Dev. To top. No. Games. Rogue Breaker. Okay. Build. Nova Breaker. The APK. Yeah, let's install it. Okay. So it failed because I already have a version installed. So install it. And then so y'all can see the game. If y'all don't remember, what the flip? All right. Here is Nova Breaker. All right. So if y'all don't remember about this game, there's quite a few things that I've been doing. Man, this clearly is the readability is going to be a problem. But yeah, so this is the game, just so y'all can see. If y'all want to test it out, feel free. The link is there. Oh shit, I suck. Okay, see going here. I want to at least level up so y'all can see the level up screen. You know what I saw now. You ain't been where I go. Alright. I definitely want more damage. Let's see how far I get. Okay, no! No! Mother flipper. Alright. But that's where we at. Sí, lo hice con Godot, mi pana. Lo hice con Godot. Así que si lo quieres chequear, bro, ahí está el enlace. Si tienes Android, pues sé que tienes Android, así que si lo quieres intentar, pues intenta, mi pana. Nah, yo no soy, yo no sé, vos sos el duro haciendo toda la vaina que has hecho, man. Hey, mi pana, coméntame, Eduardo. ¿Solucionaste eso lo del trabajo? Russell Westbrook. All right. Lo que está haciendo todo mi brother es la IA. And actually, yo, I started making another game. I started making another game, bro. I'm gonna show it to y'all so I can see. Just real quick. You don't see what I know. You don't. So I can see here. I go. I close. Inside out. Inside out. Entonces, a ver, llegué a un lugar donde me pongo, pagan por hora, pero son un poco insensibles. Uf. Entonces, mientras sale algo mejor, hacerle. Brother, es que a veces eso es lo que toca, ¿cierto? Shout out for assembly, Alex. You're crazy, man. I will never touch assembly language again. Never, never again. Look, my intro to assembly language, the teacher did not explain pretty good. And yo, so okay, this is supposed to be like this. Ah, damn it. It failed the connection. But I had another game. Anyways, I won't show this one. What the hell is going on? Oh, there we go. So this was the other game. If y'all wanted to see, bro, why does it disconnect? So it's a different take on Snake.io, but the touch controls is not as good as I remember. There we go. But I do have a vision for it, and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, I'm having fun building it. Twinkie, you gonna vote too? I'm referring to what I posted in Discord. Nah, bro. Don't do that, Twinkie. All right. A ver acá. Not gonna lie, I tried to disassemble my name about 5 times. Bro, why are you trying to disassemble your name? Alexatur Deritinov. Is that how I say it, bro? Alexatur Deritinov. Bro, stop. Stop, who cares? We don't need that type of energy from you, man. No, stop, bro. Y'all need to stop. Alexatur, what is your favorite language outside of assembly? My favorite language is cursor. Psych. Yeah, man. So what's your favorite language outside of assembly language? I gotta update. Let's update. Come on, reconnect, bro. Okay, so what we're working on, we are still on clip C. And why is this upside down, bro? Porto bonito. That was weird. Oh, I see why. Bro. Hey, those of you on YouTube, if you want to try out my game, feel free to download the link. Use the link to download it. Okay, cool. There we go. Oh, my server's not running. Let's run the server. Yo sé que no te asusta. You know, I've realized that this is the only way how I use cursor. Is like this. So might as well just have it here. No lleva hielo contigo por más que te dé. All right. Let me double check what we had here. I just want to make sure I can build. Where the hell is the pickle Rick, bro? Hey, calm down, man. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. I need to prep it up. I need to prep it up. I don't want to just show it. I need to get a... I'm thinking about using a redeem reward for that. So y'all can, you know, enjoy pickle rip coding maybe, you know. I appreciate you sending me the gift though, my guy. Okay, so we definitely gotta get cursor to fix this. Okay. While this is going, let's try to just log into what we already have. Diablo, qué calor, qué calor. Think services like Superbase and Fire. Okay. Damn, I have 82 clips saved. That's crazy. Cool. This, I need to fix this. The experience is just so janky right now. Yeah, like I don't know how I'm gonna. This is the next thing I need to do is redesign how that is going to work. What the flip? Suéltate el pelo. And then we have our ads. So yeah, it's working as expected. Let's try to skip 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Can no longer skip. If you want to skip, yep. Mami quita tanto. Cool. I think the next step is definitely the library. And I haven't thought about how I'm going to edit the library. Accountability. I pick a shot for every skip stream and a $1 to each of your followers. Bro, $1 to each of my followers. That's hard, man. I mean, I don't want to say like, you mean viewers, right? Not followers. Because I have a lot of followers, but not a lot of viewers. Subscribers. Damn, bro. You really pushing it, huh? You're not even subscribed, my guy. What you talking about? Damn. No nos cobres. No te quiero cobrar, pana. No lo quiero hacer, pero hace falta un poquito para el confite. Un tal espejo. Okay, let's see if this is working now. Is it building? Yeah, let's just have it commit actually. Let's quit Godot. Mi pana, brother, Eduardo, ¿has intentado esta aplicación que se llama Whisper? Or actually you too, Twinkie. There's this app, I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's called Whisper. Super Whisper. Yeah, Super Whisper. Highly recommend y'all try it out. You don't know assembly? Python bridges the caveman into coding, and C for embedded. As for Rust, well, Rust looks OP. Can't handle the responsibility of quantum mechanics of the Eterol imbalance. Bro, I mean, you throw in too many like smart things at me, Alexander, or Alexator. Like, when I start reading that sentence about handle the responsibility of quantum mechanics of the ethereal imbalance, my mind went to three body problem. I don't know if y'all have seen three body problem, but that shit is fire. I only have like 2 episodes or 3 episodes left. I'm probably gonna go watch that after the stream. En Spanish, no, brother. Oh, mira, es esto, mira, se llama aquí Super Whisperer. Mira, brother, es este. Es gratis, es gratuito, solo para Mac. Ah, es que solo para Mac. Pero, oh, no, es para los dos, creo. Pero, bro, ahorita te enseño cómo funciona. What's up, came up back? How you doing, bro? How you doing, came up back? What you got going? Did it build? I didn't really see. Looks like it did. Oh, tienes más, bro. Entonces, mira, así es como lo hace. Espérate un segundito. Quiero confirmar que esto, funciona. A ver, check this out. Esto, así es como funciona. I am ready to commit. So can you go ahead and clean up the code? Make sure we don't have any residual logs or any debuggable console logs or print logs. Clean all of that stuff up and then go ahead and commit. Así mismo, brother. Facilito. Really fast. Yo, Twinkie Heights. Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing that a lot of people don't know, my guy. A lot of people don't. Look, Alice in Borderlands, the first season of Alice in Borderlands came out before Squid Games. And everybody was hyped about Squid Games. But I was hyped about Alice in Borderlands. I used to read the manga back in the day. So when it came out, such a crazy concept. And season 3, you're right, bro. Season 3 right now, I feel like it's peak and it's setting it up for what's to come. That's gonna be pretty crazy. I think Alice in Borderlands is really good. What's up? I'm all right, my man. Just hanging in tonight. How's your day been? My day's been okay. You know, can't complain much. I mean, I can't complain, but I'm not going to. You know, I'm just here trying to show up, bro. Show up, if it's even just for a little bit. Show up and do a little bit of something and hopefully keep moving the needle in the right direction, bro. Oh, yo, guess what? Mira, adivinen qué pasó, man. Hear this shit that happened to me this past week, bro. So, on Tuesday, right, I was supposed to stream on Tuesday. Tell me why, when I was gonna go pick up my daughter from school, this cup filled with water till about here, I grabbed it and it slipped out of my hand. Bro, it fell on my desk and this whole thing got filled with water. This whole thing got filled with. So I'm over here running like crazy, you know, trying to clean it up. My wife helping me out. We're trying to clean it up, getting all of that, bro. Well, okay, we got it all. We got it all. Cool. All right. I unplug everything. I said, we're cool. Okay, I'm gonna be ready to go ahead and stream. Bro, I have a white box underneath the desk, attached to the bottom of the desk, so all my wires go into it. When I went to check that, it was filled with water, bro. And that's where all my plugs go in. So, yeah, man. I was so super lucky that none was like sparking or anything. But yeah, it was crazy. Bro, what's good, King Troop? How you doing, my guy? Yo, I keep seeing your streams popping up, man. How's the Pokemon card opening going? Dang, Alexander, what happened? I don't know why his messages got retracted. That was weird. It's going terrible. Oh my gosh. That's not good. Getting like dud pulls. I did a low-key stream last night. Oh, that's what Sub came on back, bro. You should have pinged it in the Discord so we can take a look at your stuff, man. Who cares? YouTube throws it a lot of the time. In what's it called? In the Discord, bro. Anytime you want to. Ah, sí, los he visto. He usado uno que se llama Codex. Es similar, pero de una vez va escribiendo el código en tu repositorio. Sí, mi brother, yo utilizo Codex. Pero te entiendo. Mira, después de las advertencias te digo. Alexa Tour, what do you agree with, bro? By the way, Alexa Tour, if you have an Android app and you want to check out my game, I'm dropping the link here. And if you're interested in joining the Discord too, man, I'm dropping the link here too for you, bro. And if you want to hit your boy with a subscription, like, hit the subscribe over there on YouTube, man. In my Discord, I'm okay with, maybe I'll create an actual dedicated channel for people who want to just promote some of their live stuff. I'm okay with that for now. I don't want it to get out of control, getting too crazy. But I think for this crew of people who we've been together for quite some time, I think that's pretty cool. So as long as y'all just, have the good vibes, which I know y'all do, you can put your link on there. Bro, sí. Avísame, Eduardo, cuando regresa. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. No crazy hits, bro. Damn, man. How much? Okay. King Truth. Just be real. How much money have you spent and have you made back your money with the card? Or actually, that's not the right question. Because I don't know if your goal is to make money with Pokemon cards. So yeah, how much money have you spent until you got a card that was worth it? I don't know. I guess maybe that's a better question. Nice try, RS. This man is like, nope. Okay, maybe not how much money. How many packs have you gotten to the point to where you got like a good pull? Sí, Eduardo, mira, bro, lo que te quería comentar es que Codex, yo utilizo Codex bastante. Codex es de ChatGPT, ¿cierto? Uso también el Cursor, pero Super Whisper lo que es solamente para la voz. Y es muy, muy bueno en reconocer tu voz. Así que es más fácil, especialmente en este mundo de la IA, en donde tenemos que escribir tanto, es más fácil solo hablarle y que te lo traduzca y te lo ponga ahí como un prompt. No, this is Cursor. Just want to double check. Okay. What are the on-stage changes? Can you figure out a commit message for those on-stage changes? Okay, in the meantime, for that, we're going to create a new one. Y este va a ser aquí. Okay, I need to be careful about this. Because what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to modify this screen and this flow. So I really need to figure out how this will work. Let me see here. Let's try downloaded this one. The download sign moves up. Okay, this isn't, okay, we can export that with a quick share. Red pill, blue pill applies. I try not to get too involved. Not got the brain. Being said, love to see the game and best wishes. Yeah, man, thank you. If you want to just see the game, bro, This is the game. This is the game here. If you want to try that, it's an endless brick breaker, basically. So if you want to check it out, feel free. But I get it if you don't want. I know a lot of people are very cautious on joining things in the internet and installing stuff, rightfully so. But it's there for you if you want to test it out. Chimba, me toca mirarlo, solo que la empresa me tiene en la mano con una cosa que graba la pantalla y no les gusta tanto el uso de las IAs que no sean de ellos. Ok. Mi compañía me dijo, mira, brother, utiliza este porque es muy bueno y te va a hacer más rápido. Y me ha hecho más rápido. King Troop, bro. If you haven't been using Cursor, you probably should. I promise you, look, if you want, like I said, you should definitely try Super Whisper, especially if you're going to start like doing prompting, because it makes it just so much easier for you to do your prompts. But if you're not using Cursor, you probably definitely should, because I feel like it does, like I can do more stuff in parallel, in my opinion. Yeah, you kind of got it. All right, so I want to see if this exported tag works. It doesn't. So we're going to try and fix this. In the all clips collection, where we list out all of the clips before categorizing them, we have 3 tabs at the top. There's the all exported and not exported tab. Right now, I don't know what that will filter. Can you double check the code and let me know how this filter is being used? And what we're going to do is, if you're going to use Cursor, bro, definitely try the plan feature. The plan feature is, let me put it here. Definitely try if you're going to use Cursor, definitely try the plan feature and the as feature. I feel that by using those, Cursor hallucinates much less. So if you want to have a better experience, I think try those out. You set up all of your hotkeys like double shift in Cursor IDE opens file search. No, bro. No, I need to. But here's the thing. I don't use Cursor as an IDE. I only, like, how you're seeing it right now, this is how I use it. Damn, Alexa Tour, why are your messages being retracted? That is weird. So I only use it as a chat. I don't use Cursor as a IDE at all. Okay, let's see here. Filter logic. What's up, dynamic types? Used to have the actual code. I forked it way back. It used to have way less features, but it was open source. I don't even use Cursor, but not deleted my fork. It's history now. That's actually pretty cool, dynamic types. I mean, isn't it right? Cursor is just, well, not just, but Cursor is a fork of VS Code. And then they added their features to support AI, right? Or am I wrong? The tabs use the clip state field. Okay. Show clips to clip state exported. Includes unsave, downloaded and archive, and deleted. It shouldn't show deleted. Okay. Okay. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to create a brand new agent. And we're going to do a different thing. On the collections or library screen, right now, we have the all clips collection that is a constant one you cannot delete. We need to have another collection that's meant for all of the archived or discarded clips. That way, if the user someday wants to come back and see the clips that they've archived, they can. Matter of fact, let's not add a brand new collection for this set of clips. Instead, in the top right corner, let's add an icon. The icon should be on the far right edge of the title, which is library. And then when you tap that button, a screen will show all of the archive clips. Oh shit. There you go. So we're gonna do that. And I wanted to verify something. Okay, yeah, I have híjole. We also have these. Cool. Yo, Strike Boy, ¿qué yo pues? Dímelo, ¿cómo estás? Feliz jueves. Yo estoy chilling, mi brother, aquí un poquito cansadito, pero gracias a Dios es el pre-viernes, el pre-fin de semana, así que estoy ready. Estoy ready. I'd assume you don't use Xcode, but I found its AI features pretty decent. From what I've seen of Cursor, Xcode doesn't compete, but I just use it for debugging and explaining code. So I don't use Xcode much, but I do open it from time to time because there's certain native things I might have to do. For instance, like setting up the developer, what's the build settings, right? Things like that. Or if I'm trying to debug an actual iOS bug or crash, it's easier to see that inside of Xcode. But I didn't know that they had an AI feature. That's actually pretty cool. Wow, this usage of AI agents is reminding me of how LAN and Mega Man interact, bro. Hey, dope game. I did buy it, by the way. I bought the collection. I have the whole collection now on my Switch. Hell yeah, mi rey, qué bien, bro. Gracias. ¿Y tú cómo estás, mi pana? ¿En qué has estado hoy? ¿Cómo fue tu día? ¿Cómo está la familia? Decime. All right, let's go back to Cursor and just double check a few things. Okay, it already implemented the archive feature. Let's see this one here. No stage changes. Okay. No, I don't want to do all of that. We can just skip this one here. Bro, wrong button. How do I open this? Oh, there we go. I need to learn the commands. There you go. This is the one I want. So we don't need this one anymore. This new chat, we're not gonna do that yet. Let's check out this library here. Let's build and see. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that, bro. Writing code with intelligence in Xcode. That's pretty cool. So I'm guessing this is Apple's proprietary AI that they use under the hood. But you can use... Okay, so you basically just choose your models. Okay, this is cool. It's actually pretty dope. Yeah, that's actually pretty dope. No, el escucha. I didn't put the form in the Discord, but I did create a thread called Novabreaker Feedback, and that is post your feedback here. It's in the what's it called? It's in the build in public channel. Yeah, bro, please go give me any feedback, anything you think. You know, it is a proof. Now, I wouldn't say it's a proof of concept right now. I think the main game loop is there. It's just a matter now of refining difficulty and controls. At least that's what I think. And maybe add some more like dynamic stuff. Like, you know, I don't need to jump into the power ups. Maybe I'll have like a boss. Maybe I'll have like bonus levels. So yeah, and obviously the background needs to change. A whole bunch of different things. But yeah, it's ChatGPT 5 by default. Gotcha. I played Mega Man before Elder Ring Night Rain, bro. Touche, King Troop. Touche, bro. You know what need to happen, King Troop? You just need to message me when you're gonna play one day, and I'll try to jump on. Super clásico, mi brother. Super clásico. This is actually pretty cool dynamic types. Android Studio recently did something like this, similar as well. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think Xcode just looks nicer as an IDE, but it sucks, in my opinion. But it looks nicer. It looks nicer. So yeah, like I'm just looking at this with like the gloss. This is Glass UI, right? Glass UI, I think. Pretty cool. Thanks for sharing, bro. You love Mega Man? I love Mega Man too, bro. Mega Man Battle Network is my favorite game, probably, of all Mega Mans. But yeah, hold on. Let's see here. The default paddle speed isn't feeling precise. Is my only critique on that at this moment. Okay, that's fair, Illustricha. I think that's good feedback. I'll play around with the initial speed of the paddle. The goal of making it so not precise initially, in my opinion, it's because I want to encourage the player to invest in the agility skill. Because once you invest in the agility skill, the control of the paddle becomes smoother over time. Yo, bro, this mother flipper, bro. Barry Buckets, my guy. What's good, bro? Thank you so much for the raid, bro. You ain't gotta do that. You're gonna go watch the Pats. Hey, I'm gonna say this, bro. I was a Tom Brady fan before I even knew about American football. When I came to the US, the first thing I saw was Randy Moss and Tom Brady, and ever since then, I've been a Patriots fan, my guy. So, I'm with you there, bro. All about the Pats. Bro, leave it so fast these days, he gotta wait to get away from us. Man. No, I'm not doing a pickle shot, Dixie. No, I'm not. You're gonna have to wait for that. Bro, it's been an hour already? It's been an hour already, bro? Fuck you, Moto Z. Fuck you, bro. This guy, bro. Nah, man. Come on. Yo, y'all can't be doing me like that, man. All right, I'll take it after the break. I'll take it after the ad break. Oh man, what if what? This guy does not build. Yo. Y'all see what we got here? Y'all see what we got here? Oh man. I also love your ad announcements. I don't love ads though. Yeah, I don't either, man. I try to make it like this. That way the people who are trying to enjoy it, that are not subs, they can enjoy it too. But maybe it's unfair to people who sub, because then they can't see the rest of the content. But yeah. Hey, yo, man. Not HDV2. I'm no hacker, but you know, I can pretend to be one for sure. By the way, if y'all have never tried, y'all should try this. Y'all should definitely try this. Oh man, y'all can't see it. All right, 15 seconds. 15 seconds. I'm gonna show y'all this, and then we're gonna take this shot, bro. What's up? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna get something else from to eat later on. Right. What's good, bro? The race car. What's good, fam? Yo, all right. I don't know if y'all have heard about this, but this is a really dope site. I'm gonna take the pickle shot. Y'all give me a second. Let me just tell y'all, because y'all talking about hacking. This is a really, really dope site if y'all haven't tried it out. But its challenges to groom you into becoming a hacker. Then you can choose if you want to be a white hacker, or a red hat hacker, a black hat hacker, a white hat hacker. Is up to you. But this is called hackthisSite.org. Super dope site. Lots of cool puzzles. All right, let's go ahead and get this shit over with, bro. Because y'all be killing me with this stuff, man. Golly, man. Here we go, man. Of course, not HD V2. It's really, really fun. I think this site is fun. Hi, y'all. Mono and Z, I do not like you right now, bro. I do not like you. All right. Mono and Z. I appreciate you for a lot of things, except for the pickle shots. And you know what I wish for you, my guy? Because who cares, bro? Why, bro? Like, let your boy finish, man. Let your boy finish, bro. And that's what you get, bro. That's what you get. That's what you get. All right, let me finish my speech. Mono and Z. I like you sometimes, just not right now. And I wish you, actually, I wish you the very best. I wish you the best day ever. I wish one day you just go out to the bar, maybe get yourself a nice martini, really good martini, right? It looks so chilled. It looks so cool. You come up with your suit. You maybe talking to a lady. I don't know if you have a lady or what, but y'all chilling there talking. You have your martini, right? You're about to drink it. And then you realize that they gave you only olive juice, because I know you hate olives. So yeah, that's for you, bro. Here you go, my guy. Pa arriba. That was actually whack. Pa abajo. Pa centro y pa dentro. I'm him. Bro. Oh my gosh. Bro. That was pathetic. It was gross. Okay, we're gonna jump back into code. Or try to. Yeah, that fucking hell, bro. Fucking hell, my guy. Don't let's do this today, my guy. Let's not do this today. I don't know what to say. I'm blessed. That's all I can say. Thanks for trying. It's not rigged, bro. Like I've said before, if y'all want to, y'all can increase the odds by using bits. But I ain't gonna pressure y'all to do that. I mean, this mother flipper, bro. Stop it. Who cares? No, man. I appreciate you the bits, bro, but oh my gosh. Not rigged, sir. It's not rigged. But for those of you who don't know, now that we have a bit spin that did not land on pickle shots, the weight has changed for the spins. But we're not gonna try it out. We're not gonna explore that option. Bro, I was looking so cool and now I have this hat. Just I wait. I don't know, bro. Okay, dope. This built. Let's go library. Okay, these are the deleted ones. Hey, okay. Now let's double check this actually work. So if I go here and I archive this one, archive that one. I want to archive one that I can recognize. Oh man, all of these are not good ones. Let's just archive all of these. Ads. Baby. 1 second, y'all. My daughter is. Baby, you okay? No. Do you feel it in your chest? Okay. Hopefully it's not asthma. I had asthma growing up. Okay. All right. So if I accidentally slip on a pickle and hit that spin button, we good? No, bro, we not. This man is just pushing buttons. Bet. Okay, this is dope. All of this is working. I love this. Okay, cool. Now the next step is just the next step now is we gotta modify this screen. Cool. Bro, we need the shades, not the shades. Okay, this is great. It looks good. Please go ahead and commit it so we can continue. Ooh. Strike Boy, no necesitamos eso para nada, mi brother. No, para nada. Yo, if anybody from Barry's stream is still here, did he really get a tattoo of the Pistons, bro? Did he really get a Pistons tattoo? That man, I heard somewhere that he did. I haven't tried this, but the dev is cool. Activate, capture the flag. Ooh. So is this like Hackware is the ultimate cybersecurity challenge, a world map of 240 missions. This is pretty cool. Okay, but oh, so you do everything, like you even have a terminal, if anything. Interesting. Because hackthesite.org also does stuff like that. It maybe have like a website that purposefully allows SQL injection, or it shows the password in plain text on the HTML source code. So you need to learn how to just look for these things. And it builds you up to harder and harder things. But it's a really cool website, in my opinion. This looks cool too. I just don't have iOS. If I had an iPhone, I mean I do have an iPhone, but it's my work phone. But if I had iOS, I would download it and check it out. I can chew, bro. Oh, it does. Okay. I'm gonna leave it open then so I can download it. I don't want to click this and then all of a sudden all my information gets shown. So I will definitely check it out though. Thanks for sharing. We don't need the shades, Mona Z. All right. let us go ahead and do the next. Okay, still doing this. Let's check out. Okay, we need to think about this. So the idea of having all the clips, right? I'm a user, I'm trying to review my clips. And I've already swiped a bunch left to right and choose the ones I want to keep. They're now in this all clips section. And I want to then send the clips to the different collections. So like if I have like a funny collection, or actually should I just do tags? If I just do tags, it'll be easier to manage. Because then we could just group them. What would be the quickest way for me to get the most done with the least amount of clicks? I swipe left or right, choose. I then go in here, but then if I have to see it, there has to be a button that just let me add it directly to the collection from here. Or there needs to be like a mass hold. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. All right. Yo, I thought you finished. Cool, cool. All right. Oh, King Troop, I don't know if you're gone yet, but if you are, or if you're not, if you're using Cursor, I highly recommend you clear out or archive your chats every time you use them. Okay, so if I do L, let's see here. No. Bro, hold on. This have built in? No, it's not better than Super Whisperer. Okay. All good. All good. All right, this is the next thing we're going to do. In the collection view, where we can see all of our clips, I want to add a feature where I can long press to allow multi-selection of all the clips. Once I select all my clips, I should be able to add them to a different collection, different existing collection. Whenever I long press, the icon that currently allows you to toggle between grid mode and list mode, that icon should now go away, and we show, I don't know, maybe something in that area that will make it easy for us to move it to a collection. Or actually, you know, I'm not gonna say that piece. Let's just start with this, and let's see what it's gonna say here. So dynamic types, what have you been working on lately? I do have to put my daughter to sleep at 8:30, so I have maybe 30 more minutes. Maybe I'll reach the 2 hour. We'll do 45 minutes. Nothing very productive. Yo, most of the days, that's how I feel. Not a lot of productivity. I just sit there and, because you know why, bro? It's because like I feel exhausted, bro. I don't know about y'all, but like at this time of the year, like stuff starts to move a little slower, or maybe even the work might intensify in certain scenarios. But it's just around this time, I feel like you're getting close to the end of the year to where you feel like you're being dragged down, and it's just like, I just want to rest and breathe, and then you become less productive. At least that's how I feel when it comes to these type of things throughout this time of the year. All right, let's see the plan. Multi-selection state management, handle long press to enter selection mode, show selection UI, add dialog to pick destination. Let's move. Okay. All right, I'm not even going to check this code. We're going to have, why do we have this? Updated navigation container. Why are we updated navigation container? Ooh, this is interesting. I'm going to have to refactor this later on. This UI state download progress doesn't make sense here at all. That should be a level below. Okay, but you passed the use case here, which is not, it's not good either. Okay, I don't know if I agree with some of the changes you're doing. For instance, for the navigation changes where you add in the new use case, I think that's a horrible pattern. Whenever we're talking about composables, we don't want to pass along business logic or, yeah, business. We don't want, oh my gosh. We'll fix it up. Okay. Whenever we're talking about composables, we normally don't pass code that is business logic specific. Instead, we have our view model handle those things. So I don't agree with those changes you're doing. We instead need to have our view model, which I think it already exists. And if it doesn't, you got to let me know. But we need to use that view model. And inside of that view model, we will then invoke the use cases that we need. Dame suma. For some reason, every time I stream, my neck hurts. I think it's because I'm like this all the time. I just need to sit back and relax. Eso me encanta. Y lo que se hace feo. Why? Como me trata es indescifrable lo que puede hacer. Tú tienes algo que me acelera. Okay, this I'm gonna turn off you Wi-Fi debugging. It's so gimmicky at times. See me. My voice doesn't feel like my voice. It feels like I'm here. Eso me tiene mal. Yeah. Oh, we on the drums. Okay, oops. Okay, shouldn't be there anymore. No, I don't want the emulator. Yeah, this USB is not good. What's the best way to handle this? Let me think. I don't have another dock. And I don't have that type of cable. Okay. I guess you just use the emulator. Might be easier. What's up, Fetish? What's good? You want to try the game? You got it on test flight as well? No, not yet. Not yet. That's the next step. That's my next focus. I want to make a build for iOS, but I'm not there yet. But yeah, feel free to download it. Let me know. Like, the game is still a work in progress. Any type of feedback, is super welcome. But 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 ah, what? Dynamic types. Remind me, did you release an app? I really like that username, by the way. Oh, you did not? Okay, okay. Uh, and I'm guessing you're primarily a iOS developer. Oh, whoa. Okay, let's see what it says here. Library state. No, what happened here? Okay, here we go. Using the view model pattern instead of passing use case decomposables. Uh-huh. Library state added selection state. That's fine. Yes, this is what we want. Library view models should have our use cases. Okay. I'm not going to worry about implementation, but just dependencies. And then we removed, we remove all of the use case dependencies we had. Whoa. I do Sui as a hobby, so it's mainly random Mac apps I build and use, be it for fun or utility. That's cool. That's very cool. So there's none that you would want to share with us or anything that. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I honestly think just coding for fun is an underrated hobby, to be honest. I find myself just wanting to code, not even for the product that I'm trying to build, but because I enjoy doing the code. Granted that lately I haven't been doing a lot of coding because of AI. But it's genuinely more fun to me. You didn't even have your stuff on GitHub. I mean, well, yeah, that's all good. You're gonna try to. Hey, yeah, Fedage. Please let me know, Fedage, about the any feedback. I mean, I have a thread in the Discord if you want to throw your thoughts in there, or if you want to throw them here, that's okay too. But yeah, I appreciate it if you get to take a look at the game and just any feedback is welcome. We code not because it's easy, but because we thought it would be easy, and the same with fun. Hey, yo. You know what's so funny about that sentence? Is because this past weekend, I was like, yo, you know what? Let me just make a quick mobile Zen style Snake IO game. And let me just have AI do it for me. Just make it quick. I'm going to make it very organized, sweet and simple, and let's get it done. Tell me why it's Thursday and I'm still trying to build that damn thing. I thought it was going to be easy. It clearly was not. Clearly was that. Bro, I didn't pick up coding until I was 28. Shit's a blast, and when you're in the zone, get in after it, bro. For real, man. Like, my wife the other day, she was like, our daughter woke up. I think it was like a 1 in the morning, and she was like, "Where are you? I didn't see you in your office." She was like, "All your lights are off in the office." I was like, "Yeah, all my lights are off because when the lights are off." And this dark team of this code is right here. It just sucks me in, man. It sucks, and I just want to code and just keep going at it. It's just, to be honest, it's addicting. I'm not gonna lie, it's addicting. Maybe I'm weird, but I mean, I'm not weird. I'm just me. Okay, yeah, I think this did what I wanted. This is good. Implement it. All right. While that is code, that is going ahead and doing this thing. Let's see other things that we can fix here. This screen is the one that worries me the most because I don't know of, I'm not a UXer, I'm not a UI designer. So it's a little bit difficult for me to really understand how I want this to flow. The idea is, okay, what do you do? I'm trying to think for a real life situation. How how would you sort M&Ms? You know, how would you, if you wanted to, if you wanted to group all of the yellow green M&Ms, yellow M&Ms, green M&Ms, but you want to get rid of the red ones, how would you go about doing that? Right? I think I would take out the green on one side, the yellow on one side, the red's over here. But I mean, and as I do it, that's when I categorize them. So maybe the categorization doesn't need to be part of this flow, but instead of this flow here. Oh. You didn't hear that, Mono Z. You didn't hear that. You called out the chaos crew. Code is a creative process. Think of yourself as an artist. If you make ugly code, perhaps an artist who makes ugly art. Or is art if it's ugly? What defines art? Philosophy, existence. Hey, it's a very deep thinking dynamic types. And the funny thing, not the funny thing, but this reminds me a lot of my first time learning about code and seeing that first program running. Because you're right. I do view it as a creative process. I do view it as I'm creating art to a certain extent. Like when I'm actually coding without AI, I mean, even with AI, I like I said, at work, I use it differently. You still want the code and the flow and everything that you kind of building to be like, I'm like this Iron Man looking dude just doing all of this, like, and then it gets to come to reality and actually get to see it and use it. Like I'm building something out of nothing just based on my brain. Like that's dope. That's freaking dope in my opinion. So you're right. It's definitely a creative process and a good hobby, I think. It can be addicting though. When I typically scope out my API alerts app, I thought this is dead simple. Yeah, right. Oh man. So easy. Built and shipped Android in a week over the holidays. Damn. iOS took 10 months. Oof. Yo, that's crazy. And knowing I have to integrate with every freaking tool out there. Jealous of people who have small ideas. 100%, bro. You know what I saw on Twitter the other day? I saw a guy who made a Twitter follower counter. Twitter follower counter. And I think he has like a $2.99 subscription fee. Bro, he already has like, I think 20 users. And I don't care if 20 is a little bit. 20 is a lot, bro. 20 for just a Twitter follower counter. That's it. That's all it does. Super simple. And bro, like that's dope. That's dope that he got to do that. And I hope he keeps growing. But yeah, back to your point, Mono and Z, like we need to try to find that small idea, but like very small, that hopefully sticks with people. And that's the golden nugget. Iron Man was the original vibe coder. Facts, bro. Jarvis or Jarvin, I forgot his name. Jarvis, Jar something. He became the freaking other superpower dude that is dating Wanda. Oh my gosh. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Mono and Z. Man. Yo. Okay, and let me ask you this question and be honest. How much have you marketed that at? How much have you marketed? Yeah, this flow needs to change, I think. Oh, and I need to implement this skip when sliding up. And actually, maybe this arrow can point up. Yeah, this arrow can point up. And when you tap it, this goes up and you can swipe up to. Yeah. I gotta do it. Trending quite well at the moment. Getting like 3 new users a day recently. Let's go, bro. That's dope. Use the free $100 from Apple. It did absolutely nothing. Put $100 into Google ads. Got a little traction, but I stopped it all. Okay. So, I mean, I think you're proving my point, which is you have a good product. It seems like you have 850 users or emails. Let's say at least 200 of those are using it. And I'm just thinking low, just to think low. But you've gotten these amount of users without marketing, pretty much. Imagine if you were on Twitter. Like, and the only reason I'm bringing up Twitter is because I see a lot of people on how they market and how they push their product on Twitter, and they're actually succeeding. Like the whole idea now of using Twitter with TikTok and Instagram to pre-warm up your product that you're building and then eventually market it through those ways, it's a thing, bro. It's a thing. And if you were to put the time away from coding, and I know that's hard, but you put it away from coding into that, I do think you're gonna get a lot more traction than you have so far. I got a couple of paid subs now too, which is really nice. Yeah, bro, that's dope. I'm with you, Mono and Z, and bro, I'm 100% with you, bro. And look, and just being real right here. Like, if you were next to me, this is how I would talk to you, bro. Just being real. When it comes to even me, like at work, it's a struggle for me to talk in public. It's a struggle for me to even make comments in public channels, just because I am so scared about what people are gonna see. And that's all in my head, right? And I think that's the same reason why it stopped me from making YouTube videos. It stopped me from like really push myself on Twitter, or in all of these other social medias, because I get anxious about it. But hey, yeah, let's go. No. No. We can go to the pub, but not with a pickle shot. Hell no. Hell no. Bro, you know it's so bad when even my wife's friends are talking to me about pickle shots, bro. Like, yeah. Okay, let's build this. I want to see if I can do this swipe. Can I do the swipe up from the feed screen? Bro, they better not. They better not. That would be pretty bad. Okay, we're trying to text. We're trying to test. Long press. Hey, look at that. It immediately did it, bro. Okay. It's just because it's an emulator, it's a little bit hard. Okay. It looks like the first clip doesn't. Yeah. Okay. For sure. Let's do this. Okay. All right, this is a good start. This is a good start. Right now, I can hold and press the button, and I end up in multi-select mode. I see the icon in the top right corner, and I also see a text where the title used to be that says 3 selected. Here are some of my observations. 1. The first clip that I long press on, I cannot tap on it to remove the selection. When I tap on it, it will open the details of that clip. This only happens for the first clip that you long press. 2. When I tap the button in the top right corner, nothing happens. Maybe let's have a bottom sheet that pops up so you can quickly select from a list of your collections which one you want to send it to. Actually, is it not popping up because we don't have any extra collections? Let's see, funny moments. Oh, there it is. Yo, what's up, Ronnie Rooney over there on YouTube? How you going? How you doing, my guy? What am I doing? I am building an app for Twitch streamers so they can easily view their clips and organize it for social media. That's basically it. Calm down, DM Bull, with all that. But yeah, what's good, Rooney? Runny? Do you also make apps? Well, come on in. Just to give a quick intro about myself, my guy, is I am a mobile engineer. I build apps for Android and iOS using Kotlin Multiplatform. I also build some games, or trying to, using Godot. And if you are using Android, let me know. I have a link right now with an APK if you want to test out my game. It has a lot of bugs, but you can test it out if you want. But welcome in. Oh, thank you, bro. Yeah, thank you. Honestly, I'm just building this app for myself because I have trouble going through all of my clips and reviewing them and maybe posting them to TikTok or Instagram or whatever. So I'm building this app mainly for myself, but I feel like people can use it. You've made some apps, cool. Hey, feel free to drop a link, man, with your app so we can check it out. Dímelo, DM Bull, how you been? Dope, running Rooney. Look, I so far I only have a Android build. The goal is to get iOS soon. I need to just set up some of my like build settings and whatnot. But if you want, I hosted, and I know that the link says LimeWire, but I hosted it. I uploaded the APK to that link if you want to download it. And look, I'm gonna click on it and show it to you. I'm opening it right here. It's really just an APK that you can download. That's it. If you want to try it out. No crazy links. All right, we see something here that's broken already. You chilling? Poniendo al niño a dormir o qué? Yeah, I love that this is... Okay. This is not working unless I go back, maybe? No, okay. That's a bug we gotta fix. So let's open up here. No máquina. No me... Oosh. Okay. In the collection screen or library screen where we list all of our collections, I cannot click on collections outside of the all clips collection. Oh, no, let's stop that. We need to ask it first. Can you investigate what's the problem? Okay, I never sent this. I thought I did. Oh, shit, there's a mosquito. Okay. Instead of showing a modal, okay. Do y'all have? I need some suggestions. Should we have this bro, this emulator is so slow. Should we have this be a modal or should it be a bottom sheet? He's asleep, bro. ¿Ya está caminando el muchacho o qué? Are you concerned about the new Android developers for verification at all? You're talking about where every single app needs to be installed through the Play Store. Is that what you're talking about? Mano, is he? I don't know if I want this to be a. Ooh, I'm getting to that time, bro. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if I'm trying to make that part, I'm not that worried about. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. It sucks. I don't want them to do that. It really sucks. They're following Apple. Apple already does that, right? But as far as being forced to have to use apps that's downloaded through the Play Store, I'm not worried about that. Like that's whatever. I think I've heard about other things that right. And that's the piece that's the reason why I really like Android is because it is open source. Or at least it used to be. Now we're heading like we're regressing. But what are the other things what are the other things you mentioned? You will need to provide and verify your personal details. So see, this here is bad. This is bad in my opinion because yeah, that's crazy. And then we have to register everything. I feel like there was a lot more stuff though. I get that it can and is unsafe. All these knockoff fake apps to steal data, but being required to be registered to build an Android app is a bit crazy. I agree, bro. I agree. Do you know if that registration comes with the $25 developer fee, or is it where you just gotta register it even if you don't decide to deploy it? I don't know. Like I'm thinking about a college kid growing up trying to build an Android app just for themselves. Like, do they have to register as well? So, like, can you find out the developer name, address, phone from an APK? Bro, that's crazy to be honest. If I recall correctly, a lot of dev is being moved out of the ASOP and is just being merged in later. So it's not more close to public source than open source. Gotcha. I think you're right on that, dynamic types. I think you're correct. Con this. But yeah, if do I want this to be a modal or bottom sheet? No, I'm not interested. You need to display supplementary content or actions that are related to the current screen. Allow for interaction with the main content underneath. You need to block all interaction with the main screen to collect focus feedback. I guess a modal makes sense. We can leave it as a modal for now. So I'm not gonna mention about the modal. Actually, I am gonna say something. Ooh. All right. If I don't have any collections created outside of the all clips collection, and I tap on the top right corner icon whenever I am in the multi-select mode, that folder does nothing. So maybe we should have it disabled, or maybe let's have it enabled, but when you tap on it, if you don't have a collection that you can move the clips to, then let's show a snack bar that says you need to create a collection to move to one or something like that. And then let's have a button that when you tap on it, it will launch the create flow for a collection. I just don't have the funds yet to form a company structure here in AU. So it's all my personal name, and that sucks. Yeah, bro, that big time sucks for real, bro. 3.5K for real per year? Nah, bro, that is wild. That's actually pretty wild. Um, bro, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. Like, I would offer for you to use my LLC, but I don't know how. Yeah, that just sounds very sticky and unfortunate. Nueva York, Nueva York. 4 de julio, 4 de July. Damn, bro, my throat is just dying. Okay, let's see here. There's nothing. Hey, go for it. Cool, it can do it too. There's a company that offers addresses for companies if you want to buy, so you don't have to use yours. And that's what I use dynamic types. I use a company called, I think they're called Northwest West Agents. No, Northwest. Yeah, Northwest Registered Agent. And when you register your LLC with them, they'll give you a address that they can send mail to and all of that. Yeah, and they'll set it up a lot. A lot of it they'll set up for you. Unfortunately, though, you do need to live at least in the US. I don't know how it works outside of the US, but you need to um, you need to live in the state that your LLC is created. I could go to a Stripe Atlas route, but I've heard very mixed reviews. What is Stripe Atlas? Start a company in a few clicks. Okay, so this is just a way to create an LLC. Currently, I just use a PO box and an extra SIM card in my test phone. That's crazy, bro. And it is dangerous. It's dangerous because there are people out there that could find your address, and bro, that's just public information that shouldn't be made public. Okay, we have two things to check here now. 4 de julio, 4 de July. All right, y'all. I need y'all to help me find somebody to raid. Help me find somebody to raid. Because we're getting close to that time. Was this the one that I was talking about? Yeah, okay. He cambiado siendo mejor que ella por mujeres y un par de botellas con amigos que no son amigos en verdad. Me escribir cuando él se va. Y ahora. Yo, he's doing nest development. That sounds cool. Is anybody doing Android or Kotlin? Just me. Nice. Anybody do mobile? I guess not. Somebody do something in Godot? Okay. Nadie. Okay, let's finish. Let's build. Yo, why? Okay. Yeah. Bien duro. All right. Working on game and. Oh, yo, I have an Android Kotlin question for you. Do you inject your coroutine scope? Do I inject my coroutine scope? I do at work. I don't here. I know when I on my personal projects for now because I don't feel like I need to go to that extra complexity yet. Like I don't even have coin set up or any sort of DI. I should, but I don't have any set up. Yeah, I never really bothered on my personal project, but at work we definitely do. We definitely do inject it. Matter of fact, a little tangent to that. We had this problem at work in terms of we had this we're trying to change from using an activity that normally launches our app. We're trying to move to an activity that's being shared by multiple apps that we build. And the reason for doing that is because there's a lot of setup and configuration that we do. It can be like analytics, it can be, a bunch of other stuff that we do. So stripping out the original activity, we found out that the theming that gets applied for the shared activity is different than the theme we're used to on the main activity that we have. So there's a dilemma there. And I don't know why my mind went down that path when we talk about injecting coroutine scope. But the work to replace the main activity to the shared activity is interesting because now we have to pull out certain dependencies to tie to certain scopes, right? Oh, I remember why I brought it up about the teaming. Because here's the thing. The activity, the shared activity, whenever you're trying to get resources from it, it uses the context that's tied to that shared activity. The context that our main activity used to have is no longer used, so the resources we pull, aka our team, is not being pulled in. So it's a tricky problem to solve, and one of our much smarter engineers are looking at that. Exactly. Yep, exactly. So yeah, it's an interesting challenge. But yeah, you hit it right on the nail. That's exactly, and it's not like we can just move this over to this shared activity, right? And it's proven to be difficult to just override it. So we might have to and right, I work at a big company, so like we have different teams to do different things. So like we probably have to go talk to our UI systems team to do some foundational changes and all of that. Yo, that is the goal eventually. However, yeah, here goes. The screen that has the problem is an old screen that is shared across multiple apps as well. So we can't just change it to compose in our app because it's gonna affect everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But it should. I agree. I wouldn't say non-impassable. I would say it just makes the problem easier to handle if you have a composable. But the fact that this is a shared activity, it's actually a shared activity. It's a shared functionality for some stuff that you can do in the app, and it's shared across all of the apps. And it's made in an activity, or like we call it a widget. That way you can just pop it in whenever you need to. So the fact that it is its own thing is making it difficult to port over that or migrate it over to Compose. Okay, this looks like just an import failure. Nah, bro, hold on, let's see here. Modifier align. Align doesn't exist. Hmm. Um, sounds like a fun problem. Yeah, it is. It is actually. This guy, come on, man. Of course it's fixed. Bro, I have a freaking mosquito and it keeps coming back and forth. Carajos. You big companies have crazy problems. Yeah, we do. And I've like, yo. So I've been kind of like I've been, and granted, look, I'm a low level engineer. I'm like bottom scraps. I'm not super high. I know a lot of stuff, but I don't communicate it effectively. And I don't put myself out there to where I could get recognized more. I definitely know that's my problem because I know I I'm a little dangerous. I'm a little, not, I don't want to say I'm smart, but I can defend myself, right? So I kind of inherited, I'm like DRI for UI tests. And yeah, UI test, oh, it's just UI test, it's just tests. No, it's not. It's not just UI test. It's fucking complex, bro. It's complex because, and this is one of the reasons why we want to change to that shared activity, is because now there's some hooks to a lot of, or let's call them resources, or a lot of dependencies that needs to be cleared out in our UI tests that are currently not being cleared out because we don't use the current infrastructure like that shared activity. So I've been this DRI on UI tests, and bro, this week we had to fucking disable all of our UI tests, and the app started crashing because other devs started to do changes like in the matter of 2 days. And not us, like other people from, because, and I think this is public knowledge, we have a mono repo. So all of us share the same code. We don't have multiple GitHub repositories. We only have one. So anybody else that's making changes, Foundation, whatever, UI systems or other apps, it can affect us. And it clearly did. And our app has been crashing. I mean, at least it's before we released the app. But yeah, so just to show how important UI tests, or just tests in general, are. Stop selling yourself short. What if, bro? Damn, bro, that's my MO, man. And honestly, as much as I fucking tried, I cannot get that fucking mentality out of my head, man. I always sell myself short. Always. And I know I have stuff to offer, but it's like I'm scared to offer it because I don't want to be wrong, I think. I don't know if maybe that's the case. I don't know. But yeah, I can say you're right. I'm not gonna sell myself short no more. But the reality is I do all the time. And I don't know how to get out of it. And I've been like this as far as I can remember, like as a teenager. Like Always been like this. And yeah. So I mean, people have taken advantage of that a lot. But anyways, I love being in a tiny team. Always tell me hearing what goes on big teams. I hate UI tests. The UI kept changing in a startup, so I stopped. Unit tests only. I mean, and that makes sense, right? That makes sense. I think the larger the application, the larger the company you work for, the changes you do are not as fast, right? For instance, I worked on a feature that got released. I worked on a feature a year and a half ago that just got released. You know, but it was part of a bigger migration of other stuff. So things move a lot slower on bigger companies. So you do need to have like those checkpoints with your UI tests, with your snapshot tests, with your unit tests. Like we have all the tests. I know, bro. That's exactly what they did, and how we freaking our app started breaking. You're the same way, DM Bull, bro. So how do you deal with it? Because I don't know how to deal with it, bro. I've been dealing with it all my life and clearly hasn't worked. We don't need this. I sit back too, unless the backend is being lazy and wants frontend to do complex logic. Then I flip tables. No, bro. Frontend should be dumb. Hey, I mean, I agree with that, though. Okay. Bro, okay, we gotta fix this. Fix that here in a second. But let's see if this is good. Yes. Perfect. Multi-selection works. Let's go ahead and commit that. Oh. Can I delete? How delete a collection? Yeah, I did a client that was enterprise, and the way they ship is fucking annoying. I don't know how devs deal with that. Like modern tools solve so much issue that can get you to ship so much faster. And I hate how they're just stuck in their ways. Like, bro, now hot reloading shouldn't take me 5 to 10 seconds. Bro, you're talking to a mobile dev. I don't know hot reloaded. Yo, I hear you. But to be honest, I think it makes sense why larger companies go so much slower. Yes, we have tools to make us faster and things we can use. However, there's a lot of user validation that needs to happen before anything can really be moved. For instance, we made one little change, and honestly, it was like a position of a text or something from where it normally was to a different spot. And we got so many, not negative reviews, but so many on-calls for it because it was like, hey, this is now affecting our flow on how we work or the stuff we do. You know, so you have to do a lot of verification first before actually implementing these things. So it makes it so much slower, the process. Testing is the most important part of the dev process. I'm being serious here. I love breaking things just so I can make shit dummy prone free. I mean, TDD was a big thing, right? TDD was preached a lot. And I agree with you that unit testing is a good thing, but I think TDD, stuff like TDD is not the right approach, in my opinion, because at the end of the day, unit tests or TDD is just for the developers. It's not for the actual freaking user. So what you want is just move fast, get it out there to the user, let them test it, let them break a couple of things, and that's okay if it breaks. You know, let it crash. That's okay if it crashes. You know, let them know ahead of time, hey, I'm in alpha, or this is a beta feature, whatever. And then you get feedback that way much faster. You know, obviously you're going to do your due diligence so it doesn't get to that point, right? With maybe QA or your own self with testing your own stuff. But unless, like, honestly, before AI, writing unit tests was a drag. It sucked writing unit tests, in my opinion. It sucks to write UI tests. And like, I cannot use AI to write my UI tests at all. It's been freaking yeah, it is not helpful. Um, and I do see where we need it, but for smaller companies, I think you can skip away from some stuff. Fro doesn't even use previous. That's our hot reloading, bro. Exactly, exactly, exactly. This guy. I want to try something here real quick. All right. All right, this is good. However, when I go to the collection screen, I was expecting to see the UI that maybe resembles a little bit of the All Clips collection. I don't know why we're using different screens to show the contents of a collection. That should be a shared screen, if anything. And then maybe we could pass in a flag if we need to. We don't need to worry about it now. That will indicate that this is for the All Clips or for just a regular collection. For now, let's not worry about that. But at the very least, any collection, doesn't matter if you're an All Clips or if you're a custom created collection, those should share the same screen when it comes to displaying the contents of that collection. All right, cool. Let's go to the next one. Hard reloading just means that it reopens the new version of the software with all the state and vars holding what they did last time. So if you edit something, your selection will stay the same across edits. I mean, but in mobile development, hard reloading is really not a thing. Trust me, I get it, but their app has so much going on that if you update it today, modern tools like you will be better off. I see what you're saying. Like I shouldn't be on Angular 9 with Node version 12 when they don't update those versions anymore and a tons of dependent bots on GitHub. Like why is security not a priority? Preach. It's so much wrong with it. I'm not saying that it's all enterprise, but this piss poor management. 100%, bro. I get what you're saying. And that I think the key word that you said there is management, but also like developers need to be a little bit more prideful, or maybe not pride. I don't know if the prideful is the word, but you need to be a little bit more, I'll say prideful about the stuff that you're doing. So you don't want to push out shit that has security vulnerabilities. So you want to do your due diligence to update to the latest versions if that's gonna work for you. That should be a must-have. Like, but tools to be able to do those updates, I personally think is much more difficult than you think. I've had to do upgrades, for instance, to Kotlin from like Kotlin 1.7 to or 1.6 to 1.7 or something like that. And it was a pain to update those dependencies. But I hear you, bro. I agree. Can't be cutting corners, man. Oh, the code drift. What's good, the code drift? Thank you for the water, man. Appreciate it, the code drift. Look, if you're still here, the code drift, I just want to say, man. By the way, let's shout him out. We got to shout out Code Drift. And let's do a little. Y'all make sure to follow him. He's super cool. His what's it called? His stream is very, very chill, is very good vibes, and I think his mission is pretty cool, and he just has a lot of fun. It feels like, or seems like when I look at him. But I wanted to tell you something, Code Drift. I really like your stream. I'm definitely a lurker in your stream, but I hope I had more time to just like get in and interact, because the stuff that you and your viewers do seems very cool, and I just think what you're doing is super fun. Just keep it up, man. Like you show a lot of support. God damn it, bro. Twinkie, man, I'm trying to talk to my boy, the coach, and you're gonna come on. What's up with that, Twinkie? I'm about to dip, fam. That's what you get. That's what you get, Twinkie. Toma por la careta. But yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to say, man, I think you're dope as hell, the Code Drift, and just keep doing it. I hope I get to catch your stream and just like literally sit and watch it. But I'm always working. I see the notification. I just pop it on my phone and have it there on the side. But yeah. Making food. What are you making food? What food you making? Let me double back here though. Can't be cutting corners, man. That's how you end up like the T app That's true. That's true. I mean, and it depends what corners you cut in. I think you got to be intentful about which ones you do cut. We haven't had a web dev at work for 3 years, and I'm sad for the future dev, or me, that has to deal with the React app when it breaks or needs an update. Bro, good luck. Good luck. I have a buddy of mine's who he's one of my best friends, my best friend. He is an Android engineer, but unfortunately, the company at which he works, and it is a pretty big company, they're shifting over to using React Native. And he doesn't know shit about React Native. All he knows is he's forced to use the AI to write the code. So he's been telling me that the code is like super messy. It's just like, it's horrendous. It's all of these other things. Yeah, good luck. In my opinion, writing unit tests with AI is bad. Unit tests check that things are how you want. So yeah, writing that means that the test verify that your app does what the AI thinks it should, not what you think it should. I don't write tests still. I mean, dynamic types. I think you have a good point about the AI. It's just about how intentful you're being when prompting the AI to write your unit tests. For instance, I try to use it as a rubber ducking with AI, so it can help me think through what the edge cases are that I'm trying to test. And also what I try to do normally is I write or set up all my edge cases first, and then have the AI interpret or write the code for those edge cases or my test cases. Like the title of the test case, for instance. I also sometimes maybe write an example unit test and then have it copy that style based on the use cases I've defined. So there is space for AI to make you faster, but the way you set it, I agree 100%. We should not use it to just write your unit test like that. Prideful is in fact a word. Yeah, for sure. Me too, upgrades are not easy when the versions are huge gaps, but maintaining it is just as important. 100% Diembo, and I agree with you fully. As a matter of fact, and I can probably talk about this company because I've worked for them for a long time ago. When I worked for Procore, the Android team, we had this quarterly review of our dependencies, and we would upgrade it to the latest and greatest at that point. However, in order for everybody to understand the pain of it, we had each team member alternate for each quarter to do those upgrades on their own. I had to do it once, and it was hell. Like, you have to get a lot of people moving to do certain things. You have to change code to support certain things. Configurations might change, but it is a necessary thing to do to prevent security vulnerabilities for sure. NPM updates are effed, bro. Yeah, for sure. That's 3 lose points in a row, fam. It's not 3 lose points in a row, bro. What are you talking about? It's not rigged. Unit tests punish refactors. I mean, but Twinkie, I think that makes sense though, right? Because a refactor more than likely is going to change the code, but not the behavior, right? So if your unit tests are testing the actual methods, yeah, it's gonna break, it's gonna fail because you're refactoring the shit, right? However, if you have something like UI tests or end-to-end tests, maybe, I mean, snapshot test doesn't matter that much, but if you have like, let's say UI tests or any type of integration tests, that will help you verify the behavior of whatever you build in. But refactoring will definitely break a unit test. I got an ad on YouTube for a tool that advertises that it writes all the tests and you don't have to touch them. And I just thought it was weird. Like, if you want to automate SWE with AI, I would think you would write unit tests and then the AI should write the code to succeed. It's sort of like writing the plan step for AI in Cursor. That actually sounds like a cool approach, to be honest. And going back to the TDD talk I said earlier, this might fit down Who Cares YouTube's, what he likes to do, which is testing. That might not be a bad approach. Like write the unit test first and then have the AI write the code to succeed with that unit test. Although you do that with the AI and it's probably going to return a hard-coded value for you. Guaranteed. Because I've seen it happen. Exactly. Assert true. Yeah, that's what we're going to say. For real. For real. All right, y'all. I'm at the point where I do got to dip. I got to go put my daughter to sleep. So let's, let's go ahead and say our goodbyes and stuff. Y'all they never gave me somebody to raid though. What is that? So first this Meta Dev Girl was good. Yo, what's up? Bet. I'm dipping though. I'm dipping Meta Dev Girl. So hey, glad to see you, y'all. Shout out to Meta Dev Girl, y'all. Follow her. She does a bunch of different stuff. She is an entrepreneur, an educator, a streamer. Twinkie, I'm leaving, bro. If I whatever we get, I'm not doing it tonight. Okay, I will. Let's go. Let's go. I have to wait until next stream. This guy. When's the next stream? Dynamic Types. I'm usually here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you're not in the Discord, please join. I usually announce it there. I might try to do a stream on Sunday early morning, but it depends on the time that I got. And I do all of this after work, so I'm exhausted at the end of the day. I haven't even eaten dinner, stuff like that. So yeah, but I appreciate y'all for being here. Let's find somebody quickly to raid. Actually, I'm just gonna move the mouse. What the hell happened here? Why is it not listening to anybody? Okay, I'm gonna do like this. Not looking. Stop. Okay, Blender U5. Do y'all want to see Blender? Sure. Here, this one. Being addicted to working on your own. Yeah, let's do that. Y'all, I got a dip, so y'all say hi, please. Y'all say hi. Maybe put some pickle emojis and stuff. Okay. I think we're set. Cool. All right, y'all. Once again, thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate y'all just showing up and, indulging with me with these conversations and just, picking my brain a lot. I don't know. I just, thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all be safe. Have a great weekend. We'll chat soon. Peace.